Irving. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there. Tim Duncan picks one up. You know, talking about LeBron, he even toyed with the idea of applying for the role of Players Union president.
Yeah, as if he doesn't have enough on his plate already. You know, LeBron obviously so busy with all of his endorsements and advertising, but also trying to carry this franchise. I think it was better for him to avoid that Players Union job.
Here's Smooth. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Mozgov's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Guys, I was able to talk with David Blatt for a minute. He talked about the challenge of game planning for Tim Duncan. He said Timmy's one of the best to ever do it on the low block. We've just got to play the percentages, force him to his left, and force him to make tough, contested shots. Guys, even though Duncan isn't a deadly free throw shooter, he knows how to draw contact. They want to avoid getting baited into silly fouls. Back to you.
Thanks again, Doris. And the Cavaliers with possession here. Following the three-pointer by San Antonio. Here's Mozgov. Second shot opportunity. LeBron can't get it to go.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Leonard, the pass to Rogers. And it's San Antonio with another. Rogers! Here's Irving. We've got 1:48 left in the first. He kicks to Mozgov. Pass to LeBron. He dishes it to Carter. Good, and the assist goes to James.
Yeah, and he had to get that shot off quickly because the defense was all over.
Yeah, that's the key, Steve. The quick trigger. Any hesitation, and that shot gets blocked.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Love's checked in for Mozgov. Marion comes in for Thompson. J.R. Smith's checked in for LeBron. Robinson is subbed in for Carter. Pass to Splitter. Kicks it to Parker. Tries again. And that's good. For 2. The Cavaliers have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. To the inside. Diaw with the steal. Green with the ball. Now Smith defending. The drive by Green. And that one comes up a bit short. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Well, you got to time up the clock. It's easier said than done, but you got to execute your offense on that first possession.
Shawn Marion with 15 years in the NBA, a very good 15 years, basically talked about retiring even though he was still playing well at the conclusion of last season. Although I guess he did have a change of heart.
And he's good on the second.
And Marion, a 4-time All-Star, one of the most athletic and versatile players in league history. Still an excellent role player, even after all these years.
Now here's Parker. Shoots off the step back. Rebounded by Marion.
Well, as far as jump shots go, that's as high percentage as it gets.
I'm not sure how that didn't go down.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And that one's good. And that's now 6 points for Kyrie Irving. Spurs trail by 4. Puts it up off the inbound. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. They get Shawn Marion.
Well, probably the right play defensively. If you can't get the block, send them to the free throw line. Don't give them an easy 2.
No easy buckets inside. Force free throws and work to keep them out of the lane next time around.
Now, here is Robinson. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. First trip to the line for him here. And he makes the first. Robinson hits them both.
Boy, that was solid. I'll tell you, he's one of the best there is up there at the foul line.
Parker drives in, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. This is his second trip to the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
5 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
I'm not sure what he was thinking about there. That's a strange foul.
Who knows? Maybe he just wanted to take a break for a minute.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. With 1 on the clock, and he hits the jump shot. Parker's got 9. And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Cavaliers lead by 1. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports. Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Cavaliers?
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in this first half.
They're also having a lot of success from the free throw line tonight. You always want to cash in from there.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. Smith is out there with Marion. Then there's Iman Shumpert. Then there's Kevin Love. And it's Robinson in at the 1 spot. Now, here is Smith looking for his first basket still in this one. 6 to shoot. Robinson drives in. It's blocked by Duncan. Here's Smooth. No good on the 3. The Cavaliers trailing. Clark, you think of how much success the Spurs have had, and it's almost as if they can plug anyone in, and they are immediately on the same page and working as a unit.
Well, they make it look easy, but there's a lot of work that goes into that. They evaluate the players they bring in, wanting to fit them into a culture that already exists, and the continuity and consistency you get from the top down. Greg Popovich, Tim Duncan. When you got those guys in place, then you throw in Manu Ginobili and Tony Parker. Now you've got a group that you can win with for a long time, and they've done just that.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, guys, Kawhi Leonard is notoriously quiet, but his teammates don't seem to mind and understand that's just who he is. Coach Popovich said, on the 1 to 10 Mr. Quotable scale, I'd say he was a 1 last year. This year, I think he's a 1.75. Guys, Tiago Splitter summed it up. He doesn't talk much, but he plays great.
That's why he's a champion, Doris. Thanks.
It is with the Spurs, as you said, a matter of anyone wearing their uniform has a complete understanding of what they need to do on offense or defense to win.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Robinson kicks to Marion. Robinson goes in. Lets it go from 14. Out to Shumpert. Smith against Rogers. Shumpert dishes to Smith. They shoot again. And he lays it up and in. Smith's got 6.
And you know, with the Spurs, I remember games last year where their stars were out or being rested, and they would still win games because of the strength of their reserves. And they didn't have to make adjustments as they marched through the playoffs. They basically kept on keeping on, doing what they had done all season.
And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. So both teams making some changes here. Nobody near Parker. Cavaliers with the rebound. Mozgov's got his 5th rebound in this one. Thompson passes to Mozgov. Right side Irving. No coverage that time. Irving's got the lead up to 5 now for the Cavs. For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Parker with another miss.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
Outside Irving. From outside, off the mark. San Antonio's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter.
Well, it was only recently that the Cavs fans were worried that they'd lose Kyrie Irving in free agency, much like they'd lost LeBron. Now, not only has LeBron returned, but the Cavs have locked up Irving to a long-term contract.
Now, here is Irving. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. Here's Mozgov. It's rebounded by Boris Diaw. Diaw's got his third rebound on the night. Parker with no one around, and it's Parker again missing. And remember last season, a fan who ran out the court was wearing a shirt saying, "Kyrie, don't go." The fans were definitely, Clark, getting nervous.
And what a terrific turnaround for this franchise. I mean, last season struggling with chemistry concerns. Help has now arrived in a big way, and the mood around this city and the team has taken a complete 180.
In this quarter, he's really been off the mark. He just looks a little bit unsettled.
There's the screen inside. Diaw with the steal. They need this one. Good. Diaw's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
Looked like the defense was totally scattered on that fast break. Nice job taking advantage there with the wide open three.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
But he looks like he wants to toy around with some of their sets and matchups here.
You know, I don't think you can afford to go through a whole game doing the same thing over and over, and you have to be able to adjust on the fly, just like he's doing here.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh five on the floor. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Yes, Kevin, during that last break, I heard David Blatt as he addressed his team. He told them to be looking to attack in the open floor. He doesn't want them getting slowed down in half-court sets. He wants the fast break to be a major weapon. The next message he had for them was that they should be attacking the basket on offense. He felt very strongly that the defense they're up against is vulnerable down low. Guys, they're clearly hoping those changes have an effect even before this game makes it to halftime. Kevin?
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Irving attacking. No luck. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Here's Rogers.
Wow, look at that athletic job. Incredible.
And he slams it one-handed.
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatics.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
I'm with you, Kevin. You can't fault him for that. I mean, just let him go. Who cares?
Count that one. Rogers has got the game tied up here for the Spurs.
You know, he's always thinking. That's what I like about him. Spotted the open man and immediately changed out of his shot and gave it up.
Irving, he trains the quick shot. Irving's got 7 now in this quarter.
What a job he's doing here. I mean, his second quarter has been even better than his first, and that was pretty good.
Robinson drives in, and he gets the bucket.
And he just used his height that time down low. That's going to be pretty hard to defend against.
20 seconds left to play here in the half. James against Leonard. Here's Carter. And the Cavaliers get another bucket right there. Here's Duncan. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Robinson left side. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
And to me, it looks pretty clear on the instant replay, guys. The ball was out of his hands in time. I mean, they need to get this one right. It's a big situation here.
Yeah, I can't see how they'd come to any other conclusion, Clark. The camera gives us a good look at it. There's a tick or two left on the clock.
And they're going to count it. They're overturning the original call after looking at the replay.
Yeah, good to see them get that one.
Tie game in San Antonio. And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters.
Just absolute domination in this one for Robinson.
18-point